So we had planned to leave at 9 AM. We were going to wake up at 7, but we slept in and we're leaving at 11:24, which is okay. And yeah, now we are on our way to Scotland. We are going to do some house sitting. We signed up to a platform called Trusted House Sitters, and we're going to do some house sitting for a week with a lovely sweet kitty in a cottage near Edinburgh, and we're going to do some camping as well after that. No plans, just gonna go with the flow.
Yeah.
Allowing the great mystery to lead us away. Is that right?
That is too right.
So yeah, come along for the ride. We've got some iced oat lattes for the road trip and some fruit and yummy food and snacks. Yeah, we're gonna go stay at a campsite tonight, just south of Manchester, and go and do a...
Are you filming me coming over?
No.
Okay, hello everyone. This is campsite number 1. We are just below Manchester, so we're at a place called the Three Shires Head. Well, that's about 15 minutes away, but this is a campsite that is close by. And yeah, just found a lovely little campsite that's on a farm. Only costs £10 per tent per night, and it's lovely. Like, there's lots of hills and lots of old cottages and lots of animal friends, as you can see back here. So yeah, we're just gonna get our tent set up. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon now, so we're gonna set our tent up and hopefully go for a good little walk after we've done that, and take you guys along with us and have lots of beautiful time in nature.
Setting up tents isn't one of my strengths, but I give it my best. Great success. We are just embarking on the Three Shires Head walker.
It kind of reminds me of like Banksy. These walls are so cool. Just, I don't know what rock it is, but it's just stacked. Probably hundreds of years old. No, like, nothing to like bind them together. It's just everywhere around here.
If anyone can tell me what is that, I'd be very grateful. The trippy dude, eh? Look at that. Is that oat milk? We're just going to have some of this yummy organic chocolate, vegan, dairy-free, dark salted caramel for dessert, and a rhubarb tea. Tomorrow morning the plan is to wake up at 7 AM I believe, and get the tent all packed up, have some breakfast and drive to Edinburgh. So we'll see you in the morning. Happy rising, everyone. I'm not exactly a morning person. It's not even early, it's like 9 AM we slept in. But we're awake now. It was actually really cold last night and it's really cold this morning. But it's quite nice to feel a bit cozy. So we've got some hot porridge cooking and some hot tea that we'll have before we get on the road.
Oh, good on you, mate.
We have arrived at the place that we are going to be house sitting at. So we joined Trusted House Sitters, which is a house sitting platform which connects people who want to pet and house sit with people who need pet sitters and house sitters. So we're going to be here for I think like 9 days. It is just outside of Edinburgh, so I'm sure we'll be doing lots of trips there and around the area. We've got our own vehicle obviously, so we're pretty stoked. And honestly, it just feels so special for me to be here in Scotland. Already feel like I'm home. I've just always felt a calling to be here. My feet and my hands and my heart on this land, and yeah, it feels so special to be here. And the sun's just come out for us since we got here. It's so green and luscious. The trees are whispering. It was a bit of a drive. It's funny here in the UK there's so many motorways, whereas at home like all the roads to get to different places seem to be filled with like mountains and trees and nature. And I can't drive this vehicle that we're using because I can't drive manual, so Max had to drive the whole way. So he's quite tired, I'm quite tired. I think we're just going to make some kai, some food, and just chill out with the kitty cat. There's places around here that I'd like to visit of significance to my family, and I'm just so excited to explore. We won't obviously film inside their home or like show any of their home because it's their private space, but yeah, we'll just show you as much as we can. Happy new day. We are just about to head off to the market. I want to get some produce bits, some fruit and veg and whatever other goodies. How are you feeling?
Aye. Sorry.
We had a really nice time at the markets. I think it was Leith Market, or I can't remember the name. We had some strawberries and cheesecake out in the backyard. Or Max is still sleeping, he fell asleep out there. And I am just gonna chill out now, I think. It's such a beautiful sunny day here in Scotland. This is the lovely bath salts we got. It's rosewood, fir needle and frankincense. And it's this woman who just left her job being a graphic designer and started to make all natural self-care products and stuff. So got that down at the market. I love supporting people who live locally making beautiful things. And I do think she gave us some free soaps, which is so cute. They're so beautiful, they look like chocolate bars. She was a beautiful, colourful lady.
Hello. So it's been a couple of days, I think, since we've last spoken to you. We're in Edinburgh. We're currently walking through a park. So we spent the last couple of days at our house sit with a lovely cat. We're walking around, we've come to a lovely park, which I believe is called Holyrood Park?
I think it's Holyrood.
Holyrood. Anyway, there's some lakes and some castles and what are they called? They're locks. Locks and castles, and we might find somewhere to sit down and maybe get a drink. So somehow I think we've landed ourselves on a very touristy area. I think it's called the Royal Mile. We didn't mean to come here, but now we're here. This is hustle and bustle, it's amazing. I love it.
Homemade sandwiches for lunch down at the lock, made by Maxi D.
Shall I say what's in it?
Yeah.
So the bread is a linseed sourdough that we got from the market yesterday. Got some really nice avocado, some nice hummus, cucumber, tomato, red pepper, olives that we got from the market that have garlic, infused garlic and like garlic cloves in them.
Star of the show.
And then we got some shredded oyster mushroom.
That's about it, isn't it? These are some of the ripest, juiciest blackberries that I've yet seen in the UK.
In the middle of Edinburgh.
I think it's because we're at the end of a pathway.
That's a pathway. This is the end.
Yeah.
This is one of the last natural lakes or locks in Edinburgh, and it is just beautiful around here, right in the centre of the city, surrounded by a lovely park where there's hills and green fields, and that's where we've been walking today. And Rosie is coming with our foraged blackberries. Oh wow, that one was really sweet.
So it's the next day now. Yesterday we went into Edinburgh and did lots of exploring. Just around, what was that park called? Holyrood? Holyrood Park. Climbed some hills and just generally had a good time, but we just didn't really feel like getting out and doing a big day of adventuring today again. So we've spent the morning at home chilling. It's a beautiful rainy day. I love the rain.
Look at this field of cabbages. Rosie? Don't jump out and scare me. Woo!
You didn't get scared, did you?
Quite an intricate little place.
The tree just growing.
Yeah.
Just growing.
Well, nature takes over.
It's definitely got a smell about it. Kind of smells damp, and it's not necessarily a bad or a good smell, it's just a smell. And there's lots of old beer cans and not heaps of rubbish, but some rubbish. Yeah, I find it something interesting to ponder, just like the juxtaposition of the ancient sort of sacred brick and building, and then the modern can of beer rubbish. Oh no, I actually don't think I love that smell.
Could be there.
Might be the soil. Looks like compost. I just find it so interesting how you can see how the people built it and how it's got all the soil on top of it, and it's standing so strong, it seems.
So in true UK fashion, we were hot 1 minute ago and now it's starting to rain again. So back to the car, and there is one more hill fort somewhere around here that I think we'll go check out. We're not too afraid of the weather today. We've kind of been inside all morning. There is the castle in the background. Whee! There's Rosie. There's the castle. I better put the camera away before we get too wet. Okay, so we just got back in the car after visiting Chester Hill Fort. Visually, there wasn't much going on there. You know, it's a 2,000-year-old fort that would have had wooden walls going all the way around it, so there wasn't much left of that. But to me, going to these places, it's not always about visually magnificent structures and stuff. It's more about kind of feeling the energy of the place and imagining the people who once lived there, and you know, their daily struggles, the kind of lives that they may have led there. And you know, that place is old, 2,000 years old. You know, that was when supposedly Jesus Christ was alive and when the Roman Empire was at its highest. So, you know, this is a really old place, and just the fact that it is still here and we can still visit it is just amazing. So, yeah, it's not always about the beauty and the magnificence of the place. It's about, you know, the age and the history and the energy there. And it was strong there. Rosie barely said a word walking around it, and that's when you know that the energy's strong. But it was great. I loved it there. I love just walking around these places and kind of like putting myself in the people's, you know, the people who lived there thousands of years ago, their shoes, and, you know, honouring them and the sacrifices they made, and
like the beauty and the joy that they might have experienced there, and
yeah,
all the
definitely.
souls that have walked across that land. And